Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Chef, the head director of food at St. Albans for Sodexo. I know you guys have been very excited and very curious about what goes into that food that fuels you every day at St. Albans. Well, I'm excited to announce this partnership with Theo Johnson YouTube to give you an in-depth look at our process at Sodexo. And of course, I've got my partner over here, Theo Johnson, who'll be helping me along the way. I'll be answering some of his questions and all that stuff. Anything you want to say, Theo? Not much. I'm excited to go in and see, how you guys make it. Well, Theo, don't get too excited. As they always say in cooking, you always gotta wash your hands. And as they also say when you're dealing with harmful chemicals, make sure you wear glasses and a visor to protect your lungs and skin from irreversible damage and cancer. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go, buddy. You got it. Well, I wanted to start out today with sort of how we decide our menu and then hop on from there to how we make the things that we put on our menu. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, what's the first step that sort of, guides you along the process of forming your menu? Well, I'm happy you asked. The first step is always thinking about the three major food groups that we have here at Sodexo. First, we have chicken. Second, we have our rice. And third, of course, we have experimental meats awaiting FDA approval. Oh, wait. You said awaiting FDA approval? And you serve that to students? Oh, yes, of course. We serve them to students as a way of testing it to sort of speed up the process of getting FDA approval. But always, if that doesn't work, we have grown quite accustomed to and have a lot of experience in bribery and extortion. But let's get on to the next step. Now, some people like to say that the culinary arts are only for true masters of cooking. Well, here at Sodexo, we do have masters, but we also believe, as from Ratatouille, that anyone can cook. That's why we started with the basics. In a sandwich, that's bread. Then we go to the fundamentals. Of course, a little bit of salt, a few twinges of pepper, and then a full bottle of MSG to make sure you get your whole day's worth of nutrition. Yeah, of course, all of us Americans love our fundamentals, salt, pepper, and MSG, but you have something that spices it up a little bit more, right? Oh yes, it's just starting to get interesting. Now, we add our experimental meat. We tend to put a lot of meat on our sandwiches for our students because we know that's what gets them their protein every day. This is a good amount of meat, but this is our sandwich. Seems pretty large if you really compare the size. So, just peel off a little bit. That is looking a little bit more realistic of a size, right? Yeah, I guess a little bit of a shaving off won't really take off that much, I guess. So let's just put that down, put that meat on the sandwich, and there you go. We've got a perfect ratio of meat to bread in our sandwiches. So that's all that's on the sandwich is really just bread? Now hold on a minute there, man. I know people like to say that here we don't make food that's, exciting, everything we do is bland. Well, that's why we actually have started to put one extra exciting spice into our foods. It's not just your regular, basics, salt and pepper. No, this is an international flavor. Salt. Cuban salt. Cuban salt, is that even a thing? Now, once we add in our milligram of Cuban sea salt, it would just be almost false information not to call it, its international name, which is, of course, the Cubano sandwich. And we put that on the menu. It really attracts students' attention. I think it teaches them a little bit about international culture every time, they see that interesting name, interesting title on something that they're eating. Let me just stop you there for 1 second. How'd you come up with, the names for some of the other dishes? Oh, yeah, of course. Well, one great example is, of course, General Tso's chicken, which we actually get imported from the famed Tso region of China, which, of course, is real, for one. It's, and for two, students love it, so that's why we keep on making it. But no, what else do you want to know? Honestly, we've learned a lot today, but I guess all there's left to do is dessert. Oh, you want to talk dessert? Let me just take you through the process. We always start out, no matter what the dish, cookies, cakes, whatever, with just a small, spoonful of sugar. Of course, you've got to make it at least a little bit sweet. So what's next? We bake it for around 5 to 10 minutes, and then we take it out for a second in order to grab just a little bit more sugar. We usually, for about one serving, this probably looks about right. We'll, throw that on there. And then, you send it off to students, right? Oh, no, there's still a little bit more. We take it out again, and then we go to grab just a little bit more sugar. Actually, this is a little bit small, but might as well just throw that in there, too. All right, and then you're sending that sweet dessert off to the students, right? We're actually not done yet. We have one more step. We take it back out, and then we grab a little bit more sugar, and just really, make sure that the students are happy. We add in just a little bit more. Make sure, not to go too overboard. Okay, just a hypothetical here. Oh no, ask away. What if I am a little bit hungry, still with the sandwich? What do you think about, just some sweet yogurt and granola? Oh, well, no, yogurt is, far, far too unhealthy for students. Let me just add a little note. It's far too unhealthy for students. Well, thank you guys for sticking around. That's going to be it for today's Sodexo informative lesson. I hope you learned a lot from this, and I hope it also put down some of those myths about us using rat meat in some of our foods. First of all, that's just offensive to rodents. I mean, the grade A capybara meat that we have utilized to make our burgers for years is just the highest of quality. I don't know why you'd ever associate with that with rats. That's just disgusting, a horrible claim. But guys, no, thank you so much for watching, and just comment down below what your culture is, so that we can, find maybe a secret spice from your homeland and, put it into an exciting dish. Thanks for watching.